pop in here. And also, guys, I took Seattle off of the board. So one of you guys will get Seattle. Appreciate you guys helping me out here for break number 2. So while we wait, we'll dish out Seattle to one of you. Appreciate you guys. All right. Seattle is going to the Jags, who is Rob. All right, Rob, you are also getting Seattle. So let me put you on there. Hopefully there's a little magic in there for you from Seattle, too. You're welcome. Appreciate you. All right. All right, we do have a few new people again, so let me go over this for you guys. I do ship all the base, and there is going to be some base in this one with these value packs. So if you don't want your base, let me know. Otherwise, you'll get all your cards. If you have a rough break, I always add in to help people out with cards or packs, whatever I can. I always want to help people out if I can. TikTok, I got you. I'll add you to the list. Gotcha. Bethany, got you. Matthew. All right. Yeah, normally base isn't a big deal, but when there's a lot of base, it's harder for me to add in to help you because the box gets full and I don't have room to add stuff. So I never want to stop anyone from getting their base, but all right. This will be on YouTube tomorrow morning. Maybe not first thing, but I'll get it on there. What days am I usually on? Usually it's Tuesday, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. So this is a weird thing. TikTok wanted me to stream more, so I'm streaming more. So I'm on tonight doing 2 breaks. I usually don't stream at all on Mondays, so I am planning on being on again tomorrow night. And definitely I'll be on Wednesday night because it's a release day. So I'm streaming a lot this week. This isn't a normal thing, though. I'm doing this just to see how it is, and it's pretty crazy. But yes, I should be on tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday, I'll take a day off. Yes, this is not my full-time gig either, so I'll be run ragged pretty soon. All right. I think that covers it. I just need to see... Oh, you know what? I just need to see some clovers in the chat, and we will get this started. Appreciate you guys. So let me see some clovers. Let me get something to drink. All right. I think I'm ready for this. Break number 2. Bethany. All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll do these packs first. Then we'll hit those hobbies. Oh, there should be some good stuff in those hobbies, too. But you know what? We've done a few of these value pack boxes, and usually we hit some good stuff in here, too. So, empty box. Hopefully we get some good red, white, and blues in here. Yes, TikTok. Good luck, everybody. All right, Kate Otten, Namath, Eddie George, Javante, Shaq Thompson, Dante Hall, Dobbs, Bijan on the silver, going to Atlanta. Hey, now that's the way we like to start things out. Jaden on the green. Very nice. Little Sauce Gardner. Javon Bullard for Green Bay. Muhammad. Chris Olave on the hype. And Apuka on the Prism hype. AJ Barner for Seattle. All right. We'll take that anytime you can get a Jaden. We're in. We are in. Yes, good start, Mr. TikTok. Yeah, hopefully the first of many. Some room back there. Pickens, Wes Welker, Joe Horn, Andre Ware, Zach Moss, Khalil Mack, AR. We got Chris Braswell for Tampa Bay on the silver. Dalton Kincaid, Adonai Mitchell, we like that. Red, white, and blue. James Conner, Puka on the red, white, and blue. Brock Bowers, prismatic, we like. Brian Thomas, prismatic prism. And a Keon Coleman, another good pack. Another good pack. We approve. Yeah, I hope it keeps up like this. It'll be an okay evening here. And I will try to have this ship out tomorrow. I don't know if I can guarantee that, though, because I got 2 breaks to do. So I'll do what I can to try to get this out tomorrow. And stream tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up taking tomorrow off streaming. It's a lot. We'll figure it out, though. Baker, Sauce, Sneed, Bates, Dean Perry, Tyreek, Bledsoe. We got Kenneth Walker for Seattle on the silver. Alexander, Sneed, Robinson for the Jags. Chase Brown, Keenan Allen on the Prism Break. We got Kirk Cousins and another Chris Braswell. It's a quieter pack. That pack was on the down low. Russell Wilson, Earl Campbell, Fred Warner, Josh Allen, Dolchich, Edwards, Anderson, Watson on the silver for Green Bay. Another Kenneth Walker. Chop Robinson for the Dolphins on the red, white, and blue. Javante, Peyton Manning. Achane on the Fireworks. Derek Carr, Fireworks Prism. And a Carson Steele for Kansas City. Here I come. Yeah, 20-10. I don't know if Mrs. Wise Guy's still awake. She might already be in bed. Singletary, Evans, Mosley, Peppers, Kyler Murray, Dickerson, ETN. We got Mark Levy for Buffalo on the silver. Anthony Gould for Indy. Russell Wilson. McClellan for the Falcons. Shaq Thompson. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Emergent. We like. Little Drake May Green Emergent. We approve. And a J.J. McCarthy sighting. All right. That ended very well. Yeah, it's nice when the QBs start to show themselves nice and early. That gives me hope for the future. Because we need to see a QB, at least one QB in these 2 hobbies. I'm hopeful that we'll get 2 of them, but we got to get one. We got to get one. We can't not get one. I will be sadly disappointed, and Sombrero Cat will get a timeout. We'll get a major timeout if we don't hit at least one QB tonight. Ayuk, Drew Brees, Krieg, Cousins, Njoku, Jefferson, Andy Reid, Carson Steele on the silver for KC. PS2 for Denver. Ooh, there's a nice Xavier Worthy. We approve. Kansas City. Andre Ware. Ricky Williams for the Dolphins. Max Crosby hype. George Kittle hype. And a Jordan Jefferson for the Jags. And Kansas City in this one was Rob. A nice hit, Rob. We like that. All right, Derek Carr, DK, Lawrence Taylor, Boomer, Lambjack, Ivan Pace, Montana. We got Javon Curse for the Titans on the silver. Harrison Smith for the Vikings. Wes Welker. Oh, beauty. Finally, JJ on the red, white, and blue. Nice hit, Vikings. Barry on the red, white, and blue. Xavier Legette on the emergent. Little Luke McCaffrey green. And a Jordan Travis. All right, thank you, JJ. He's been hiding lately, so it is nice to see him pop out. That's going to Rob, too. Nice hit, Rob. We approve. We approve. Jalen Warren, Marshall Faulk, Terrell Owens, Jewell, Barry, Musgrave, Harbaugh. We got Justin Jefferson for the Vikings on the silver. Patty Freiermuth. Jordan Jefferson for the Jags. Jamar Chase. Chris Jones. We got Sammy Laporta on the hype. Josh Allen for Buffalo on the hype. And a Byron Murphy for Seattle. Jalen Hyatt, David, Vinny, Jamar, AJ Terrell, Jonathan Taylor, Waddle. We got Covert for the Bears on the silver. Terrion Arnold for the Lions on the green. We like that, Lions. Joe Horn. Oh, a little Bucky Irving. We like that too, Tampa Bay. AJ Terrell. Bo Nix on the Prismatic. Keon Coleman, Prismatic Prism for Buffalo. And a Marshawn Lloyd with a kid reporter. Very nice. Yeah, these packs are doing pretty good. Pretty good. The red, white, and blues are doing really well. If we can just get a Jaden, we'll be all set. All right, 3 to go. Javon Curse, Freiermuth, Seymour, Cribbs, James Cook, Jimmy Smith, Josh Palmer, Keon Coleman on the silver for Buffalo. Nice. Dak Prescott on the green. Neeland for Dallas. Cribbs, Jordan Love. Blake Corum on the portals. We like that, Rams. There we go. JJ on the Prism portals. Nice, Vikings. And Edgar and Cooper for Green Bay. Yeah, these packs are doing mighty fine work tonight. Mighty fine work. And Buffalo was Arkham. That's a nice Keon Coleman Arkham. Yeah, we're just rolling right along here. Kenneth Walker, Chris Johnson, Najee, Cortland Sutton, Muhammad, Daniil Hunter, Ferragamo. We got Pat Freiermuth on the silver going to Pittsburgh. Gardner Minshew, Baker on the red, white, and blue. Dylan and James Cook for Buffalo. Gardner Minshew, Baker on the red, white, and blue. Dylan and James Cook for Buffalo with first Lennox. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Fireworks Prism. And a Spencer Rattler. Man, who have we not gotten? Have we gotten everybody? Who have we missed? Malik Neighbors. I don't think I've seen Malik Neighbors. That's who we're missing. That's who we're missing. Oh, and it's because Only Dan's has the Giants. That's why. Because Only Dan's. Only Dan's is cursed. Warren Moon, Steve Young, Slayton, Connor, Chase Brown, Christian Kirk, TJ. We got Andy Reid on the silver. Seymour, Flournoy for the Cowboys. Cortland Sutton, Brett Favre, JJ on the emergent we like. Marshawn Lloyd Green, and a Jordan for Houston as well. All right. I'd say overall, those packs were pretty nice. All right, Resurgent, you're up first. Good luck, everybody. 3 autos, 1 RPA. We want to see some good stuff. Last box we had Xavier Worthy auto, Cooper DeJean redemption, and Dallas Turner was the RPA. Let's see what happens with this box. Empty box. Yes, Clovers. Sombrero Cat luck. We're ready. Good luck, everybody. We got Devin Hester, Verizon, Ricky Williams, Steve Young. Well, look at that. There's our first one right there. Doug Williams. And that is not numbered. Not numbered. Going to Tampa Bay. That is an interesting auto for the future. Jalen Polk, Voltaic, Drake May, and a Trey Benson. Tampa Bay with the first auto. But that is the kind of auto that leads us to the big RPA, I would say. We had Tampa Bay tonight. Arkham. You're on the board, Arkham. Doug Williams. I think a Bucky would have been more fun there. Phil Simms, Blitnikoff, Steve Young, Joe Theismann, Joe Montana. That is 218 out of 275. We like that. AR on the Voltaic, Chris Jenkins, and there he is, Michael Pratt. And usually when we hit Michael Pratt, he shows up in the chat, so we'll see if he has been summoned. Although, he wouldn't know I would be on. So maybe Michael Pratt will not show up here tonight. He wouldn't know I'd be here. That feels... No, I'm trying to find the RPA pack. I don't know. Well, that one feels thick. It might be this one. If this is it, we'll let it marinate. And it is. All right, that's the RPA. I thought it was. That'll marinate. We'll let it marinate, guys. It's going to marinate. Suggs, Herman Moore, Randall, Revis, Ricky Pearsall on the refractor. 49ers are doing all right. Jordan Love, conductors, Malachi Corley, and a Tyrese Knight for Seattle. Yeah, they do some interesting things, like Peyton Manning to Denver. There's another one they do too. Brett Favre to the Vikings. James Harrison, Kuechly, Walter Payton, Chris Carter, Theismann, Bryce Young, 29 out of 99 going to Carolina on the conductors. Ben Sinnott and Graham Barton for Tampa Bay. Keyshawn, Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen. We got Jalen Wright. That is 180 out of 399 going to the Dolphins. Eric Dickerson on the Glimmer and Gleam. Anthony Gould for Indy and Javon Bullard for Green Bay. Andre Reed, CJ, Torrey Holt, Gronk, Javon Curse. Is that numbered? That's not even numbered. Arc Flash, Javon Curse, not numbered? Not numbered. For the Titans. Titans, boy, I'm really excited for that RPA now. I can tell you that. Bernie Kosar on the Glimmer and Gleam. Leary for Baltimore and a Jordan Morgan for Green Bay. Yes, interesting box. What's that RPA going to be, Simba? What's that RPA going to be? And TikTok? I said Tennessee was the best one. And they hit. Strahan, McNabb, Palomalu, Doug Williams, Dallas Turner. We got Kurt Warner on the Glimmer and Gleam, Will Reichard, and a Fashanu for the Jets. Yeah, I mean, that RPA, this should be pretty massive RPA. It should be. I mean, we don't know what it's going to be, but I mean, all things being equal, that should be a monster RPA incoming. Dickerson, AR, Elway, Staubach, Bolitnikov on the Refractor, Trey Benson, Voltaic, AJ Barner, and a Keon Coleman for Buffalo. I'm scared. That is a rookie patch auto. And that's what's in that pack right there. We just don't know who it is going to be. But based on what we've seen so far, it should be a good one. Emmitt Smith, Jim Kelly, Ogden, Jason Taylor, Eichenberg for the Raiders out of 75, 21 out of 75. We got Caleb showing up on the conductors. Another Caleb and a Dallas Turner. All right, Caleb. We're all right with that. We're okay with that. Where are the Bears today? David. Yeah, late to the party is okay. Only Dan's, it could. You know what? We had a situation like that, and it turned out to be the one-of-one Brock Bowers that we got. So, you never know what the big auto is going to be, but there should be a big one. Archie Manning, Bo, Mean Joe Green, Sherman, Riggins, We got a Peyton Manning. That is 148 out of 275 for Indy. Will Shipley and a Ricky Pearsall. For the 49ers. We're almost to it. Any guesses? Like, kind of scared to guess because what if I'm off? And yeah, you watch it be Michael Pratt. 101 Michael Pratt incoming. Drew Bledsoe, Sterling Sharp, Champ Bailey, Jason Witten. We got Will Shipley on the refractor for Philly. We got Drew Brees, Glimmer and Gleam. Quinion Mitchell and a Blake Corum. The time has come. What, Mike Pratt? Just like that, Mike Pratt. He showed up. How's it going, Mike? We were just talking about you. All right, good luck, guys. Woodson, Tony Dorsett, Cribbs, Richard Dent. We got Lab McConkey. We like that. Xavier Worthy. We like that. Keon Coleman, Circuit Breakers. We also like that. But what do we have here? Good luck, guys. Player worn. Lad McConkey. It is 54 out of 125. Going to the Chargers. Who grabbed the Chargers? Chargers. Rob Nealon. There you go, Rob. A little Lad McConkey action. I was expecting a QB, but we'll take Lad McConkey. I know, only dance. I know. I would have thought a QB was incoming, but we're definitely not going to scoff at a Lad McConkey. Congrats, Rob. And we still got another 3 autos to see. And hopefully, the Midnight has been arguably the best Topps product. I think Inception's the best, but man, Midnight has really doing what it can to overtake it, I think. I certainly love it. I love this. Even the box it comes in, it's just nice, quality product. All right. Good luck, guys. 1 pack. 3 autos. Good luck, everybody. I'll do a recap after this pack, and if you have a rough break, I will do what I can to help you. And we got 3 autos. They go to the back, and look at that. Look at that beauty right there. Nightball, Jaden Daniels. That's beautiful. TikTok. Beautiful. 67 out of 149, Rod Smith for Denver. We got a Fred Taylor, 36 out of 75 for the Jags. Eli Manning. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck, everybody. Drake May. Right off the bat. Who had New England today? New England. Arkham. Are you out there, Arkham? Nice hit. Arkham with the Drake May auto. Very nice. Next up, Bill Bates. I got to be honest, I don't know a lot about Bill Bates. And behind that, Michael Hall. Bethany? Bethany? Really? Not numbered. It's not numbered, Bethany. But look at that. Last card magic for Bethany. How about that? And a Bill Bates. Must be a Cowboy legend. Wow, congrats, Bethany. Here you are. Sombrero Cat gave you the luck. And give me a second here, guys. We'll do a recap. I am certainly happy Drake May showed up. And Only Dan's. You know I got your back, Only Dan's. I'll make sure you get more than just a golf. It is something, yes. It is. Cleveland's never guaranteed anything in a break these days, so nice to get that. Hey, Browns fan, we're still going. We're just wrapping up. We hit a Drake May auto. Very nice. I was hoping we were going to get a QB in one of these boxes, and we did. Yeah, the midnight cards are so good. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another midnight break, and that will guarantee I can get the thing filled. I won't do 2 breaks tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. All right, let me do a recap here, guys. And once I get through all the sorting, I will help out those who need it. Yeah, thanks, Simba. Appreciate that. Keon Coleman on the Circuit Breakers. Xavier Worthy. Lab McConkey. JJ Emergent. Michael Penix on the Fireworks. Marvin Harrison on the Prism Fireworks. Keon Coleman on the Silver for Buffalo. JJ Prism Portals. Bo Nix Prismatic. Bucky Irving, red, white, and blue. Keon Coleman on the Prismatic Prism. JJ, red, white, and blue. Xavier Worthy, red, white, and blue. Drake May on the Green Emergent. Marvin Harrison Emergent. JJ again. Chop Robinson, red, white, and blue. Brian Thomas Jr. on the Prismatic Prism. Brock Bowers, Prismatic. Adonai Mitchell, red, white, and blue. Jaden on the green. We had Peyton Manning was out of 275 for Indy. Eichenberg out of 75 for the Raiders. Caleb Conductors. Keon again. Javon Curse for the Titans. Jalen Wright out of 399 for Miami. Bryce Young out of 99 for Carolina. Ricky Pearsall on the refractor. Joe Montana out of 275. Drake May again. Doug Williams for Tampa. We had Fred Taylor out of 75 for the Jags. Rod Smith out of 149 for Denver. We had Michael Hall for Cleveland. Bill Bates for the Cowboys. Jaden Daniels on the Nightfall. Man, that's a pretty card. Drake May on the auto. And a Lad McConkey RPA out of 125. Player worn. Not too shabby, guys.